Hello everyone. Welcome to this course series on Kingdee AI Suite. In this session, we will focus on credit management. We will explore the content in 4 parts. Product concepts and architecture, key concepts, business process flow and highlights, and core features. First, let's look at product concept and architecture. Credit management is designed around multi-dimensional credit control, multi-document credit control and management, and personalized configuration. It helps enterprise management personnel grant credit limits to customers after performing a credit assessment and manage credit during business processes. With credit management, enterprises can reduce operational risks. Now, let's go over the product architecture. Credit management includes the following features: basic data, credit control dimension, credit control form, credit rule settings, profile management, and report analysis. Credit control dimensions include one-dimensional credit control dimensions, such as customer, material, customer uniform code, supplier, sales organization, sales group, and sales department. This application also supports any combination of up to 4 credit control dimensions. You can also add customized credit control dimensions. The credit control forms include credit limit, credit days, overdue limit, single transaction limit, and batch-based credit control. Credit rule settings include credit document registration, credit document strategy, credit overdue settings, batch-based credit control settings, and credit control scheme. These are the foundation of credit control settings. Credit profile management includes credit profile request, temporary credit profile request, credit profile list, credit profile change, and credit override authorization. Common operations include credit check, credit update, credit initialization, and credit recalculation. Report analysis includes credit status inquiry, credit statement inquiry, and credit detail inquiry. The system also provides a document credit inquiry function. Key concepts. Here are some key concepts you need to know. Take a moment to read them to better understand the rest of the course. Business process flow and highlights. Let's walk through the overall process of credit management. First, we need to perform the basic settings. Credit document registration allows you to register business documents as credit control documents. Credit document strategy allows you to set the credit update direction and the time point of update for business documents. Credit overdue settings allows you to define which source documents are used to check credit days or overdue limits. Credit control scheme allows you to decide which credit control forms apply to the document and what control level to use. All these basic settings come with system preset values, so you can simply submit for approval to enable them. Next, we request a credit profile for the credit object and set the credit limit. After the credit profile request, the system automatically generates a credit profile record. You can also give a temporary credit limit increase by using a temporary credit profile. If the credit limit changes, use a credit profile change document for update. During business document operations, the system uses the credit check service for credit check and updates the credit limit through the credit update service. You can initialize or recalculate credit statements when needed. Credit report inquiry allows you to query overall and detailed credit status. If a credit limit is exceeded, the system can trigger accounts receivable collection actions. This is the overall process flow of credit management. Next, let's look at the highlights of credit management, starting with multi-dimensional credit control and management. Kingdee AI Suite Credit Management supports multi-dimensional credit management and control. In addition to the 9 factory preset credit control dimensions, the system also allows customized credit control dimensions. It supports combinations of up to 4 credit control dimensions. Another highlight is multi-form parallel control. The system currently supports several credit control forms, including credit limit, credit days, credit overdue limit, single transaction limit, and batch-based credit control. All these credit control forms can operate in parallel. A further highlight is full process multi-document credit control, which allows full process credit management and control throughout the sales cycle. Take a moment to read them to better understand each highlight. Now, let's look at the core features. Basic Data Dimension Member. The system comes with 7 predefined types of dimension members and also supports customized dimension members. You can set whether each dimension member should be included in credit control. Now, we look at basic data credit control dimension. The system provides 4 predefined credit control dimensions. In addition, it allows customized combinations of credit control dimensions. You can also enable the automatic creation of credit profiles. We then have basic data customer uniform code. This feature supports combined control of multiple group customers or non-group customers. Let's look at credit document registration. Before a document can be subject to credit control, it must first be registered as a credit document. The system uses the registration information to determine which business objects require credit control. Next, let's look at credit document strategy. This feature allows you to define the credit direction of documents, time point of credit updates, time point of credit check, document filtering conditions, and credit limit retrieval formula. Next, we have credit overdue settings. When the system is enabled to check the credit days or credit overdue limit, this feature allows you to configure the conditions for calculating overdue documents. You can also set the formulas for calculating overdue days and overdue limits. Next, let's go over batch-based credit control settings. When batch-based credit control is enabled, this feature allows you to configure the source of documents for calculating approval settlement and set the conditions for the source documents. Let's move on to credit control scheme. This feature allows you to set the credit document strategy, credit control forms, credit control level, and credit overdue setting strategy. We then have credit profile request. This feature allows you to grant the credit object its initial credit limit, as well as credit days, overdue limit, single transaction limit, and batch quantity for batch-based credit control. Next, let's talk about temporary credit profile request. This feature allows you to temporarily adjust a customer's credit limit for credit management and control. Next, we look at credit profile list. After a credit profile request is initiated, a credit profile record is generated. The credit profile list stores the profile records. Next, we have credit profile change. This feature allows you to adjust a customer's credit limit, including settings for the credit model, currency isolation, exchange rate table, credit limit, credit days, overdue limit, single transaction limit, and pending approval quantity. Another feature is document credit control. When a business document is submitted or approved, this feature supports credit control based on the credit profile and credit model. Next, we have per transaction credit override authorization. This feature allows you to assign designated approvers and define how much they are allowed to approve beyond the customer's credit limit. We also have document credit inquiry. This feature allows a salesperson to check the customer's credit status before creating a sales order or issuing goods. You can click Query Credit on the document for a quick inquiry. Let's take a look at credit initialization. This feature supports calculation of all credit usage data for the credit object and regenerates credit statements. There is also credit recalculation, which focuses only on data after a selected start date. This feature supports recalculation of data and regeneration of credit statements after that date, while the earlier records before the start date remain unchanged. We then have credit status inquiry. This feature allows you to query the credit status summary of credit objects. We also have credit statement inquiry. This feature allows you to query the statement records of the credit limit. With credit detail inquiry credit limit details, you can query the current situation of the detailed usage and return of credit limits for each credit document. With credit detail inquiry credit overdue details, this feature allows you to query details of credit documents that are currently overdue. Only overdue documents will be displayed in the report. With credit detail inquiry batch-based credit control details, this feature allows you to query the unsettled credit document details. Now, we have credit over limit record inquiry. This feature allows you to query documents that exceeded credit limits. Finally, the system includes credit balance alert and monitoring. When the credit balance of a customer is less than a specific amount, the system generates an alert of insufficient balance. This concludes our introduction to credit management. Thank you.